Something that most businesses struggle with is creating a framework of organic innovation inside your company. Once companies get to a certain point, they have a very difficult time continuing to come up with new and interesting and innovative products and services for their customers. About 1 year ago, Total Attorneys began working on going agile. And at first, we broke into small cross-functional teams and started working on stuff in very small product-focused teams. And this was a great change. A few months of doing this, we realized that a framework was probably needed to really make it work as effectively as we possibly could. So the decision was made to adopt Scrum inside the organization. Scrum is a methodology of breaking larger projects down into smaller tasks with the purpose of understanding your velocity and being able to iterate the development. Traditionally, it's used in software. I'll put a link to Scrum down here. But it has been applied in our business outside of software as well. So we now have teams running Scrum in multiple areas. Our general counsel's office is scrumming. Our accounting department's scrumming. Our recruitment department's scrumming. Obviously, all of our software and product development teams are scrumming as well. And this training we went through was an intensive 3-day training followed by another day of training after about 2 months of running with the Scrum methodology. It's been great. One of the most interesting illustrations of the effectiveness of using Scrum to decentralize decision-making and decentralize innovation in your organization has been a philanthropic project that we got engaged in about 3 months ago. In an all-company meeting, I announced that Total Attorneys was going to be funding a house in Uganda. The house is holding basically in the town of Gulu. And we've rented the house, we've hired teachers, and there are going to be up to 20 girls that are going to be moving in there that are getting out of the sex trade in Uganda. It's an amazing project. We've partnered with an organization called Purse of Hope. It's very grassroots, and we're trying to create a framework that can be used over and over again by other companies. So we've done this one house, and like I said, there's counselors and security, and we provide food, clothing, education, vocational skills to really try and change the course of these young girls' lives. And the idea, prove it out, get it to work, and then go and see if we can get some of our customers to partner together to do a house, or possibly vendors or others see that this model is working. Really exciting stuff, and the more I learn about women's rights, the more excited I get about it. It is definitely the cause of our century. So after making the announcement at the all-company meeting, one of the key principles of Scrum was illustrated. That was self-organization. Scrum is meant to allow teams to self-organize and complete work and get things done in a cross-functional team manner, where you basically come up with stories, you task those stories out, and from tasks to in progress to complete. So as I was walking down the hallway about 2 or 3 days after the meeting where we announced the project with the Total Impact House with Purse of Hope, I noticed that a Scrum board had been created. Unbeknownst to me, a team had formed. They'd broken out into smaller group teams and created a huge Scrum board. They had written many stories, they'd tasked them out and started moving them across the board. So when you walk through Total Attorneys, you see all of our projects are up on walls with note cards taped to them and real transparency in what's going on. Well, it just seemed natural. This was the framework everybody understood as to how to work in and get things done inside our company. And a Scrum board was created and things started moving across. And as you walk by now, you can see what's in progress, what's complete, and what's done. The point is creating a common language and a framework for your company to effectively create projects, manage those projects, and complete them in an iterative style with self-organization is a very powerful thing. Having everyone speak the same way on how to innovate and develop projects inside your organization allows for people to work together at the drop of a hat. These people were all on various teams throughout the company, but came together, and it was natural for them to create a Scrum board and start putting this up there. So I encourage you to learn more about Scrum and other agile methodologies, as there are many more than just Scrum, and see if it might work inside your company. Great benefits are found, and if you ever want to have a conversation about it, I'm more than happy to. Feel free to reach out. Take care.